Hi, it's Kim. Had decided that we needed bees on the homestead, and actually this has been a long-term goal for me to have bees. And so I registered for a beekeeping like 101, and then I was going to be on the fence about it. Do I want to do it? Do I just want to go through the class and see if I could mentor with somebody? And then I just decided, you know what? By the time I go through all that, then I have to wait a whole nother year, and I just decided we're going to go for it. So I put an order in for my hive boxes, and just recently, this past week or so, we've put some stain or just some protectant on it, and so tomorrow I go and pick up my package of bees. And so today I'm getting the hive ready, and I have a little pocket of wax here, and I am going to be putting wax on this plastic comb so that the bees can start using their own wax and putting on the comb. I hope I'm explaining that the right way, but it just is a little buildup of wax, and you do both sides. I think I did this one already. So anyway, it's a wax. This is where they're going to put their honey, and these boxes are shorter, and they will sit in here like so, and they will go all the way across, and the bees will come up from the deep, which is the bigger box, the bigger frames. They'll come up and they'll put the honey in there. These frames here, this is where the queen's gonna actually put some eggs. So the first year is so much in them building their hive. So I don't really expect to get honey this year. Probably for them to go over a winter. Now the reason these are different color than those is that they make these so that it's easier to see the eggs when you're inspecting your hive. It's easier to see. And maybe I should have melted this. I was under the impression that you could just make go over that, and then they would use that. But when you inspect your hive, you lift these out and you turn it over, and you can see if there's eggs in there, see if you have your queen on there. So I'm just going to put my box together for you, and then I'm going to finish up here, and we're going to go outside, and we'll put it together outside. Just a couple other things. This is a bucket that I have for sugar water. And you probably think, well, why do you need sugar water? Well, this is March or April, and there's not very many things blooming. And so you put sugar water in here so that you're feeding them until flowers and trees are in full bloom and they can go out and forage on their own. And then they should stop taking the sugar water. At least I hope. And I'm not going to feed them all year long, so that's a lot of sugar, right? And I also got brand new my smoker. It reminds me of the Tin Man for some silly reason. Don't it remind you of the Tin Man? So this is my smoker, and I am going to put long pine needles in here tomorrow. And I probably won't end up using it, but they always say to be prepared and have it, and the smoke will be down in there, and if I need to use it on the bees, well, I can. So I'm excited. This is something that's totally new, and the cameraman is my husband, Tim, and he's going to be helping me transporting things. Not really at this point active with the bees as much, but you know, it's a learning process. So let me just set these down, and basically I have my bottom board. So this is going to be on top of some bricks outside, and this is a screen, and it's so that the air can come up through the hive. The bees will keep the hive approximately 90 to 95 degrees year round. So this is so that they have ventilation. And this is going to be their landing pad. So this is the front. There's a white board in here, and the white board is to is basically your catch for your beetles and debris and things that would fall down in there. So I said a big box is called a deep, and that's going to be this one. And basically, mine I didn't paint them white, so we just stained them with some Weather Seal. So I went with a semi-gloss, and I'm going to set that on there. The bees are going to come in here. I'm going to take my frames, and I'm going to put my frames in here after I get them waxed. You know, I'm not waxing my legs, I'm waxing my frames. Yeah, bad joke, right? So anyway, these will be in here, and when I get my package of bees, I'm going to have a queen, and she's going to be in a box with a couple of other bees, and I'm going to take this little plastic clip, and the box with the queen and some of her attendants will be in here, and I'm going to put her in here, and she has some candy, like a fondant at the end, and what they have to do is they have to eat through that fondant in order for her to get out. So I will be putting her box in here and then putting her in the middle of the frames. Let's see, which way was it going? I'm still learning. Which way? That way. The box goes this way. This goes this way. And then you put the frames together. I'm going to show you. Like that. Okay? And what's going to happen is when she eats her way out, the bees will already be down in there. They're going to be building their comb because they're going to need a place for her to lay the eggs. So within 3 days, I'll come back out and I will look and see that she has gotten out and she's intermingled with the other bees. And then we'll just close them up. So that's how that's going to be constructed. The medium super is going to go here. And you saw me have the smaller frames, so this is where they're going to put their honey. Okay? And we have what's called an inner cover. Put it that way. The cover. I think I have this backward. I have this wrong. Yeah. They need to be fed. This goes next. They're not really going to be making honey just yet. They're going to be building their comb. So this goes next. Then I'll put the bucket of water, flip it over like that. They can come up and get their sugar water. They can still get out that way. And then there is I got it backward. Boy, these bees. Maybe this goes in the back. I guess I have to do some more research. I told you, this is just my first time. And, you know, we'll make mistakes. But anyway, the second box goes on top of here. And put that on there. And then this is the top cover, and it gets put on just like that. And this is something I'm going to put on the entrance. First of all, I going to have a small colony, so I really don't need this big entrance. So we're going to tip it so that they have a smaller entrance, and that way it'll also prevent robbers, somebody coming in and trying to get all their honey and whatever. So I'm just going to practice. We'll put that in there. So there's an entrance, and then there's an entrance that they can get in. And if I'm wrong about something in my next video, when I'm actually doing it, then I will correct myself and I will let you all know. That's what she's going to look like. I have some tools. And so I have a hat and a jacket, and I have a pair of gloves. Anyway, the tools are going to help when you're opening your hive. The bees make this thing that's called propolis. It's very, very sticky. And so sometimes you can't like just pull it up because it's stuck. You might have to use your tools in order to slide in underneath there and open up. So where you might need your tool because they've got it cemented in there that you're going to need to pull it up and remove it. When your frames are all together and they're stuck, this J tool would go in here, and you could just use it to separate your frames and then prop it up just like that. Take this side and lift it so that you can do your inspections. Do I seem like a pro? I guess I have lots of practice that I'm going to need to do. But anyway, I'm excited. People have already asked me, am I going to be selling my honey? And I just have to say that I want to grow flowers, and having the bees around is a huge thing. I'd like honey for myself. I would like to share honey. I'm really not into bees for the money. So I'm into the bees for our homestead and for sharing and just to appreciate all that God has provided. So someday I might just have a cocktail and sit out and watch the bees. You know, the birds and the bees. Yeah. So I think that's a good start, and I am appreciative that you're going to follow along and on our journey here at KTA, which stands for Kim to Makers. I am by no means an expert at anything, but I like to learn. Okay, so God bless. Hey, we're here. Now the sun is shining, and we're here to pick up our package of bees. Other people are here also, so it's exciting. And well, stay tuned, and we'll come back and show you what we get. All right. If I can get this to work, here we go. Light the, well, maybe. Let them burn for a minute, and then I'm going to stuff some more in there. I guess we have to fan the, whew. Anybody got any hot dogs? We're going to have a hot dog roast. All right. Does that look like good smoke? Wasn't there something, a movie line about the smoke?
Can't hold me smoke.
Chicks Candles. From 16 Candles? Wow. Okay. Well, that was easy. Guess we don't need that much, but probably by the time I get down there, well, at least I'm covered with smoke, so that's a good thing. All right, so I guess I get to put my hood on. I don't have to do this just yet, but is this a fashion statement or what? We'll just carry the bees down there. Sugar bucket, sugar water. I got a bee pollen patty. I have the queen holder. Hopefully I'll figure that out, how that goes on. And then a spray bottle of some sugar water so that I can spritz them and they can start cleaning themselves and they're not paying attention to what I'm doing. Let me put this on. How'd you like that roll? Huh? Pretty snazzy. My husband's going to zip me up here somewhere. So did we say we were new? We're very new. Like my jacket is out my hair. You got my hair. Okay. Note for next time. Ouch.
Too much hair.
I have too much hair, and I probably should put it in a ponytail or something. So, okay, I'm safe and secure now. I'm going to take off the wood, and I'm going to use a hive tool, and I'm going to pry it off. And hopefully I won't disturb them too much. I see a couple of bees got in the way when they were putting the box together. Poor things. Poor girls. Use my hive tool. My husband's being really brave because he's close by, but they're pretty docile, so okay, so I got that out. Oh, it's sticky. Out. What I gotta do is I gotta get the queen out. She's attached to this tape. Hopefully I won't let her go. Looks like that might be a drone. Can use my hive tool maybe to pry that off if they get out of the way. Move, kids. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try and extrude the queen in her box. They are buzzing. They are buzzing me. Alright. Well, I gotta check to see if the queen's in there. And I think she is, and I think she's alive because there's lots of bees around her. And now there's a hush. And yes. And there's a cap, a cork, and I think goes in like this. Didn't really get clear instructions on how to pop it in here. Well, my hands are shaking. Can you believe that? Holy cow. I know, I'm sorry, kids. I am sorry. You have to do this with a new person. Well, this box is not going in there any way I can see. So maybe it goes this way. I don't know. Very peculiar. I don't know how to put that on there. Maybe it goes this way. Maybe I need to call a friend. You know, here we go. How's that? I can't seem to get it down in there real good. So hopefully it will hold. I do need to pull the cork out. I'm going to use the knife, pull the cork out, put her in there. All right, girls, I'm really sorry. But this is how I got to learn. And maybe it's not going on because I got this yellow piece here, but I think I might just have to leave that, or not. It's that screen that's messing me up here. Alright, little bee. Gotta get off. She's already got her attendance. Okay, I've already taken 3 frames out. I'm going to put her in there. She's laying sideways. Well, slow, slow, slow. So they are, I hear them being very agitated, trying to get me on my veil. Okay, so I'm gonna need to stick the other frames in. They'll find their way in. I'm gonna take some of these frames. Oh, my heart's just going, going, going. Chickens, you gotta go. You cannot be here. Alright, I'm getting ready to put this last frame in, and then we'll put the cover on, and we'll give them their food. I'm going to take the bucket, turn it over, and hopefully put it on the hole. You gotta get off, honey. Okay, I got 1-to-1 sugar ratio of water and sugar, and so that's gonna be feeding them. Hopefully I got it right over the hole. Well, it's dripping out, but it's dripping out, but it will create a suction. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to cover them up on it, and we'll come and visit them in a few days to see if the queen got released. Some of them are already finding their way in.